don't get a chance to get out here on the balcony, enjoy the view. I don't get on the balcony as much, but I'm about to get on it today. Cop a seat, talk to you a little bit about some shameful stuff that's going on with some shameful, disgusting, bootlicking black Negroes on TV. Shameful, disgusting black Negroes on TV. This is impromptu. I don't get a chance to get out and relax on the balcony and soak up some thoughts and enjoy this incredible view. That I don't get to take advantage of that much. But what up, YouTube? I'm just get to it and make this quick. I'm sitting here watching a video, and I'm going to show it to you as soon as I get some time. It's going to be a pretty busy day. I'm actually waiting on a phone call that haven't came yet. These black bootlicking Negroes, like, I gotta make sure that thing don't lock me out on the balcony. Black bootleg Negroes, like Roland Martin and Mark Lamont Hill. And I know some of you people that are liberals, and you're like, leave Mark Lamont Hill alone. He look out for us. You know, he has something positive to say about the Palestinian. All right, I got positive things to say about Palestinian. That don't mean he's not a tool being used by the establishment, by rich elite white people predominantly, no black. Matter of fact, he's not just rich elite white people, but he works for a rich elite Arab the Khan family, who owns the Black Channel. It's not the Black Channel. How can you call it the white channel and black people run it? It's not the Black Channel. Mark Lamont Hill running for in front of a black channel. Same thing with Roland Martin when he was working with News One. News One is not black owned no more. And when they fired his butt, I just lean over here. I want to get locked out on this balcony, man. $1. Buck dance for advertisement. Buck dance to get some kind of media presence. Not just on YouTube, because that's where he's stuck at most of the time. But he tried to get on Fox News or wherever he can go to get on. This Negro sitting up here, and I'm going to show the video with a black woman. And you can look behind the scenes where she's probably headed. Gonna get a Tuskegee. It's a lame excuse for you not to take the vaccine. This is Roland Martin now. Now let me say this again, like it's last night late. You determine what you want to do with your body. It's your body. You do whatever you want to do. It's your body. If you want to freaking kill yourself, I don't know why, and you dumb enough to do it, because it is dumb, can't nobody stop you. And ain't nobody gonna stop you. If you really want to take your life, nobody's gonna stop you. If you want to enhance your life, nobody's gonna stop you. If you want to beautify your life, nobody can stop you when you determine to be the best that you want to be, or the worst that you want to be. Nobody can freaking stop you. And shame on anybody who's trying to shame you about you being you. You need to focus on their doggone self. Guys, I'm too focused on me, my community, and then the world. I got to take care of me. I got to eat healthy. I got to get out and exercise. I got to take care of me. Because I'm no good to anybody if I'm not good to myself. And I know I'm not good to my community if I'm not good to myself. And I am not good to the community of the entire world if I'm not good to me or my community. This fool gonna sit here and say that this Tuskegee instituted a lie. They did not give nobody any vaccine. Shoot people with syphilis. Let me tell you something. People had syphilis. It didn't matter what color you were, syphilis was running rampant. It wasn't running that rampant in the black community because the black community wasn't really horn around during that time. And most of these people were on farms trying to take care of their families and busting and breaking their behind. And they ain't had that much energy to be doing any horn around. And these syphilis experiments that happened in Tuskegee was pretty much few. It wasn't a bunch of black men, it was few that they decide to experiment on, to see the difference between the reaction of syphilis and what treatment can do. It's kind of similar to what we're going through with this COVID issue. Man, that went feel good. That's why I'm scared to close the door. This fool sitting up here lying. Not only did we had some people who actually had syphilis naturally. They act like they was giving them the medicine to help them deal with it when they was giving them a placebo. That's just as bad as giving them syphilis. You see the man is struggling with syphilis. You see the man is going to die. You're testing them. You're giving the white man the medication so they won't die, but you won't give the black man the medication. You sit there and let them think they got medicated, and they still deteriorate and die, or they pass it along through the family trace. You Negro, you black bootlicking sugar bear mountain of a Negro, you gonna sit here and say something dumb like that? Like that's not just as bad? Saying that they did not give them anything? That was just as bad as even worse. They were sitting here, some of these people actually had syphilis. Some of them did not have syphilis. They gave it to them just to test them. They would promise them food, clothing, whatnot. They tested them. They still stuff like that. They actually come to the clinic for a free trial. Let us test you on this when you get compensated. But they still do the same freaking thing. That's how they did with trying to get all these vaccines. Matter of fact, this whole thing that we're involved with, the people who got the different vaccines, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just that they're not giving you nothing for it. The whole goal is get FDA approved and get this out here where people can get it so Big Pharma can make some money. Not only did they have black men who had syphilis and had black men who didn't have syphilis, not only did they test them, not only did they try them, not only did they use them as guinea pigs, they was on purpose infecting them with syphilis. And for those who did not and who did have syphilis, they were on purpose giving them a placebo, having them in thinking they got a cure. So you beanbag head, black version of the entire Negro, what's the difference? And what that got to do with you trying to do whatever you can to lie and connive to try to move these people in the direction that the powers that be want you to go concerning getting vaccinated. See, a lot of these states and governments are handing out a lot of money for people to get the message out. That's why I don't trust Roland Martin or anybody else on this subject, because he's too money hungry. He don't willpower. He's a joke. They're dancing with a woman who was the P.T. Barnum Bailey of the crime bill. He tried to debunk that, so-called debunk that, and it didn't work. Now he's trying to debunk this Tuskegee Institute thing. We got witnesses said that these things happen. So whether they were inducted with syphilis or whether they had syphilis, it doesn't matter. The bottom line was, if you were inducing them, it's bad, it's wrong, and this is why nobody trusts the government when it comes to medicate the black community. It wasn't just Tuskegee, and it wasn't just syphilis, it was all kind of diseases. Or whether you actually had it and you wasn't induced, but you actually had it messing around and stuff like that, getting your little freak on or whatever, and you got syphilis, because people do it. They did it in the military when they go to shore and stuff like that and get their freak on, and because you're not going, you don't know if you're gonna come back, especially when you're at war and you catch syphilis, and you thinking they're going to give you medication and they don't give it to you, and you still somehow down the road die or something. Come on, bruh. Either way, Roland Martin, this was something that the medical industry and the government-backed medical industry allowed to happen, and in some case, financed to happen. And then you got to get your old sellout behind. Yeah, I'm trying to calm down because it's ridiculous. When I saw that interview, I was pissed off. I was going to talk about this and show it to you at the same time, but I think I'm just going to post it up. Roland Martin like to get people suspended, not understanding the fair use laws. And I already had my lawyer write him, let them know that you do this again, I'm a file suit on my freedom of speech, because I have a right to go over your stuff and break it down and comment on it. This guy's a joke. Anybody listen to Roland Martin, man, you are a detriment to the black community. You are. You're a hindrance. This guy have no shame in caping for bigots like Joe Biden. Oh, he ain't gonna cape for the bigot Donald Trump, but he'll cape for the bigot Joe Biden. He don't mind caping to try to get some dollars. He's pretty much upset that Van Jones got money that from Jeff Bezos, and he ain't getting none of that money. This dude kind of pissed off. He's salty about that. This guy's a disgrace, man. He's a disgrace. I don't see how some of you guys subscribe to him. He's a disgrace. He's a shame. This guy is trying to do the same thing what CRT, people who are against CRT doing. He's trying to erase history. He's trying to reimagine or reform history. And he's trying to use the power of media to re-educate you on history. That didn't happen. This would really happen. They did not give them, shoot them with syphilis. Tell the people who got shot with syphilis, who got affected, the testimonies of people from Tuskegee who say they didn't have syphilis and they end up getting syphilis. Because remember, they were bringing people who had syphilis and people who didn't have syphilis. Why would you bring in somebody who did not have syphilis? To give them syphilis, you dumb. Having them think, oh, we're going to pay you all this money, you're going to give you all this money, you're not going to be affected, we're going to give you some treatment. We just want to test and see how effective, how fast or whatever it can clear it in your body. And then the whole time, they wasn't giving them anything at all. So whether they shot it in them or not, whether they shot it in them, whether they shot a placebo in them, or didn't give them any medication at all, knowing that they had it, it's wrong. And this is the reason why everybody have every right to not trust these vaccines. Like I told you before, I got vaccinated. Kind of regret it, but I got vaccinated because I wanted to spend time with my loved ones. And I'm in a position right now, like you never know how long your loved one's going to be here. So you got to seize the moment. And like I said, I'm coming from the epicenter of New York, and I want to go down to Florida or Virginia to see my dad, Florida to see my mom. I don't want to be dressed up in a freaking prophylactic condom to the top of my head with a big old tip over just to hug my mama. I don't want to be that way. So I got the vaccine. And I'll tell you the truth. I got buyer's remorse. My lady friend, she almost died, and I didn't tell her. I kind of kept it on the low, but she's been in a situation where she almost lost her life, and I didn't want to put myself in a position that me spending time with her can cause her, so I got, because it is true that, your chance of spreading it is low. It is true that your chance of getting affected is lower, but it's no guarantee that you won't get affected, and there's no guarantee that later on down the road you might not have some long-term effects, just like they say you will have by being the victim of COVID. Now, I can't say those who got treated themselves early are not going to have the long-term effect as those who waited till late to get treated. And there's other treatment other than the vaccine. So, I'm not on that tip. I regret they ain't going to get another shot at me again. So I'm not against people getting vaccine, and I'm not against people who don't want to get a vaccine. I understand both arguments. You're scared, you're fearful, and you want to be with your loved ones, and you want to try to get rid of this, but understand you don't know what's going on down concerning this vaccine. It's not that effective that you're going to get enough. That's it. That's it. I did it for the people I love. Well, what everybody else needed it for the people they love. No, saying this and I'm done. Roland Martin, people like Roland Martin, Mark Lamont Hill, these bootlegs on TV, Don Lemon, you name it, Joy Reid. Most of these people don't care nothing about Black America. They got their billions and they good. Most of these politicians, they're going to start strong-arming you. Here in New York, we got 25% people who have not been vaccinated. Majority of New York are vaccinated, but that's not enough of them. And they want to seem like unvaccinated is going to be responsible for starting another epidemic in New York City. No, epidemic in New York City with unvaccinated. That's what it's going to do. And I get what you're trying to do, but you're not going to get 100% people vaccinated. You need to stop acting like you're going to bully people, make them feel shame, and blaming them for not getting vaccinated. And that's what Roland Martin on that tip. He's on that team Joe Biden. Team, we got to get everybody vaxxed. And I'm going to lie, connive, twist the truth, whatever I can, to get my people, my so-called people to get the vaccine. I'm going to do whatever I can if I have to lie about the Tuskegee Institute. Guys, I'm done, man. I'm done. I refuse. And let's go to all you CRT haters. Because critical race theory, whatever they want to call it, nobody have shown me evidence of teaching that in class. I don't advise that you teach a lot of stuff to kids. Let kids be kids and have they fun, learn the ABCs, 1, 2, 3. But once they become more mature, you can tell them the truth of America. And you're not going to hide the truth. And now that we have the internet and people have access to the truth, knowing about the different many massacres and being able to pull it up and study it and see the pictures and all that, they're trying to do what they did in Nazi Germany. Get all the books and burn them. That's what they're trying to do. This is a book that they're trying to burn. They want to erase their ugly history. From Christopher Columbus all the way down to now, they're doing whatever they can to call it racist by educating people on their own ugly history. Are you freaking on their own ugly racist history? Bigoted history. And this idea of white supremacy. And all it is a supremacy. It's just an idea. You're no supreme. than me or anybody else. I'm not going to let them erase it. I'm going to educate people. I'm going to teach people. I'm going to send them stuff. I'm going to give them stuff. You're going to be educated on the ugly horrors of the United States. And people go, oh, you're messing up our security and our image in the world. Bro, you messed that up. You messed it up by being what you claim that you are, but you really wasn't. A country by the people and for the people. You're not going to erase it. Talking about the horrors of our country and the genocide of our country by the hands of white society is considered racist. They want to make this racist, and they want to get this banned in every state. Well, guys, don't fall for it. Until you see documented evidence, don't be buying into this stuff. You need to call these people a lie and tell them prove it. Prove that it's being taught in school. Show me video evidence, documentation, show me anything. Prove it. And even and prove and tell me what it is. Because if it's actual factual information of things that happen in this country, then it got to be taught. You can't hide history. Let me get off this thing. I'm talking too much. I got to get out of here. I got a lot of stuff to do. Now we got black people who claim to be part of the black grassroots movement trying to do whatever they can to manipulate history, to erase history, to, and Roland Martin is one. He's one. And guys, I'm going to get on Twitter, shame him, shout him out. I mean, I think he blocked me. But where he go, I hope he come to New York on this face. I hope he do. And if he is, and y'all know he's coming to New York, because sometimes I don't be knowing. I didn't know about the Medicare for All thing that was going on, rallying here, because you know me, I don't mind confronting politicians. I confronted AOC the last time she was here. So let me know when certain events going on in here. Like I said, I'm not against all these things. I just have a focus point and taking care of the major number one need of my community. So let me know. Email me, Robert B. Brown, or email me at Bobby NYC.com and let me know when events are happening. Kid, Jersey, ground to talk to the people. And don't let these black Negro bootlegs like Roland Martin and Tiny Hesico and Mark Lamont. I call him Maurice Lamont Hill or Maurice Lamont Shield. Don't let these fools sit up there and try to rewrite and re-educate you on what you already know. Call them out. Anyway, I'm out of here. I love you. Peace. I can't even see who is up here. Thank you, everybody, for coming up here. Who's up here? Come on. All right. I can't see. I ain't got my glasses on. My brother getting a little elderly up here. Let the brother get his glasses and his salsa water. All right. Who's up here? All right. So, hey, Karen, always here. Hey, go check out our show, The House of Chill. Crow Signal said that Tuskegee experience is history and can be denied only by fools. You're exactly. Mr. Farrakhan said not to take their vaccine. Hi from Canada. Yeah, look, I should listen to the minister. I got it. But they say you need to keep getting it. I ain't getting no more. And I'm with Minister Farrakhan. Pamela Shelley say, dang, must feel dumb. Sorry, brother. They bamboozle all of us, not me, but all of the people. Yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, I did it for my mother. But I think that their long-term strategy is to continue to pump you with this crap. And I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not falling for the long-term strategy for this. Like I said, it does work. get me wrong. The transmission rate here in New York dropped down tremendously. It's starting to tick up among the unvaccinated. But there's more ways than just that. But they're not educating you on the other ways of treating yourself. They want you to stay locked, focused on this way and this way alone, to the point that they want to knock on your door to ask you why you haven't gotten vaccinated. Are you freaking kidding me? Bro, I mean, you, down south, you walking on people's door with that foolishness, man, you liable to get something warm up your behind. It ain't a foot, it's a bullet. Don't you be coming over people's house with that foolishness? Let's see what else up there. You know, so anyway, guys, I got to go. I got to make a phone call. I got a meeting over here at Grand Central Station. But I'll let you guys later, man. I love you guys, and thanks for being on. And I appreciate you. You have a good day. Peace.